Welcome guys, my name is Peter Velasquez and today we're breaking down the Netflix look. First of all, praise Jesus and thank you God for all the blessings and all the opportunities that came with the Netflix challenge. So let's get to the breakdown. Let's start with composition. So one of the reasons I chose this corner is because you can see right here, I have a lot of depth. Get it to a place where the background is very far. You want your subject and your background to be separated enough so you can get this blurry, nice background. Another reason that I chose this spot right here was because on the bed frame, I got this line pointing at me, and right there you can play around with leading lines. So the visual is gonna be more appealing to the viewer. And referring to my video that got a lot of views and engagement, that you would position your subject looking this way and you're shooting from the shadow side. So you can see right here, you got the shadow side because my key light is right here. And to make the shadows deeper, I got negative fill. So in terms of compositions and lenses, right here you got a 35mm, a Sigma 24-70, but I have it on my 35. And it looks good. It's kind of wide, medium to wide. And this is what you're gonna use for context, for just pure information about what the subject is talking about. Next, what you wanna do is you can move the camera a little bit more and go on a tighter shot. So when the subject is talking about something emotional or something very important, you will cut to that. And here, this is how it looks with a 50mm. So you can have maybe a medium tight, the 35 could be your wide, and then that 70 could be your close-up. Yes, you need 3 cameras for this. So I suggest when you're doing your budget with your client, keep in mind 2 more cameras or 2 more cinematographers or videographers that can help you on set. The lighting setup. The lighting is pretty basic. Like we talked about, we have a 300B newer light with a honeycomb softbox. It's shooting is about 23%, so it's pretty close to me too. And it's pointed. It is up, pointing down to my face to give me a little bit of Rembrandt look. I have a Zhiyun X100 Molus as a edge light right here. Because most of the time on my interviews, I try to create a checkerboard pattern in terms of light and shadow. So you got light, you got shadow, and then you got light. Another thing that helps this setup is practical lighting. I chose this setup because I knew on my bed frame I had this lighting strips that's gonna help separate me more from the background. That's why my edge light is a bit warm, because it's trying to motivate from this light right here. So the light from here is motivated by this light. So, and this key light is motivating the light from the window. So it looks natural. Another thing that makes this setup more dynamic is I have this optical snoot with a gobo attached to it. It has that window effect. So it gives more layers of light to the setup. There's more light, the shadow. You can see here the shadow, this right here, this light is a bit gradient right here. You got darker right here. So there's a lot of pockets of lights and shadow, and that's how you create a lot of contrast. And it seems natural. So now that you understand where to place your lights, how to create contrast, one more thing to up this up is haze. I have the Smoke Ninja from PMI, and this thing is a lifesaver. It's small, compact, and easy to use. The last tip is color grading. Disclaimer, I'm not a colorist. I edit on Final Cut Pro. I'm not a DaVinci user. I will not be a DaVinci user. I don't want to learn it. My step is pretty simple. I use Phantom LUTs. Most of the time I use Vision Teal. And then I use Dehancer. Here are my settings for Dehancer. If you guys want an in-depth tutorial on how to use Dehancer, please let me know, because that's a whole separate video right there. There's a lot of options and modifications you could use with the plug-in of the enhancer. And that's what gives all this that film look. So one of the tools I use 90% of the time is false colors. False colors are gonna tell you how much contrast you got on the face. If you're overexposed, if you're underexposed, there's a little graph on it and it tells you exactly where your skins are and where your shadows are and where your highlights are. So I'm training my eye to see the false colors in my picture, and I can tell if this is the image that I really want at the end of my edit. With that being said, I really hope you guys learned something from this. Please put it at practice. All of this is just to get better so we can deliver better service and product to our clients. Praise Jesus. Thank you, God. God bless you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.